we're good. What's up, guys? There was supposed to be a guest speaker here, but he has a cold and didn't work out. So he'll be here in the next coming meetups. We still have to organize that.
Who is it?
It's this guy named Jack from Epic Beast, and he's like one of my mentors, and he's the one that inspired me to like give me like social freedom. And incredible dude. It's like, you ever hear that advice that like you want to be around those people that are where you want to be? He's that guy for me, and very, very inspirational. So thank you guys for coming. I want to start off really, really basic. I want to ask you guys, what is game? What do you guys think game is?
Life.
Game is life. Thanks for being so fucking vague.
Life is very vague.
Yeah.
Game is also like just how you handle yourself in life situations. In
Okay.
senses.
Okay.
Social freedom, not traditional.
Social freedom. That's good.
Value.
Value? That's true.
Game is value.
You gotta have some value. All right, so I actually went and dug up a definition by Jeffy. It says, game is an expression of your inner state conveyed by the rhythms you use to direct the energy of the social interaction. That's deep as fuck. Fucking Jeff. It's layered. There's 3 layers to this. Game is the expression of your inner state conveyed by the rhythms you use to direct the energy of the social interaction. And I think the main part of this is going to be that first third where it says game is the expression of your inner state. And that's kind of why Joe was on the mark when he said social freedom. Because the kind of goal is to be able to have this flow of your inner state bringing out to the outer world, to the set, to the girl, to whoever you're talking to, or whatever you're doing in life. And that's kind of the main topic that I want to talk about, is how to get that inner state in a way where we can express this in a way that attracts women. I like to view our inner state and our outer world, our inner game and our outer game, almost like a river, like a flowing river. And what happens is that when you have good game, you tend to flow. Like you literally get into a flow state where everything's just like on the, what they call now like the sweet spot. Like you're just hitting it, like bam, bam, bam. You're saying the right things at the right time. You're calibrating perfectly. You're leading when you need to lead, and you're doing everything just like a freaking boss. And what happens is that what being stifled is when you have a resistance or a blockage in this river that flows from your inner state into your outer world. And you guys know that it fucking sucks being in your head and being stifled.
Filter.
Having that filter, having that judgment about the things that you're saying or just how you are in general. That's kind of like the main thing that also drains your energy, is having this judgment of what you say, having a standard for the things you say. And I've noticed that the key to becoming unstifled, you've probably heard this already, but it's getting into your body. This whole like woo-woo thing of get out of your brain, get out of your head and into your body. But how do you really do this? How do you do this in a way that you can understand your inner state and express it to attract women? What I've noticed is that I lost my train of thought. Fucking flow, the resistance. The resistance. It got to me, guys. It got to me.
How do you go ahead?
Motion creates emotion. So the exercise that I want to do today is basically this. I don't want to talk about it. Fuck, dude, there's like a whole segment that like I had prepared. Talking about the river, flowing water, resistance, acting like a fucking chode. Isn't that the worst?
Yeah, talk about like, you said there was like 3 levels on what game is.
Right. So I mean, that's kind of basically it. You have the expression of your inner state conveyed through the rhythms you use to direct the interaction, to direct the energy of the social interaction. So what happens is that you have your inner state, and you start to say, like the law of state transfer says that however you feel, she feels. So say you feel good, say you feel that she's gonna feel good, and then it's kind of really easy to get that interaction to a place where you can go and pull her and have sex with her. But the thing is that it's kind of, a lot of questions that we have in game can be taken out just by learning this kind of building of a frame of that whatever you do, oh, I figured it out. How to be permanently unstifled. That's kind of what we're going to, social freedom. There we go, we're going to social freedom, how to be permanently unstifled. Because that's the goal, right? You know, it's like the guys that are best pickup. I don't know if you guys have watched, but like people like Alex Social. He used to be a RSD coach. But his whole thing, like if you watch his videos from like 8 years ago, he's always had this like go happy attitude. Like he's always like been happy, like yeah, I'm Alex and I get pussy because I'm good enough, right? Ha ha ha, I'm good enough. Just be good enough.
Yeah, the freaking legendary manifesto, I'm enough.
Yeah.
I'm enough manifesto.
Yeah, the you are enough.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. But I feel like he doesn't really cover on like how to actually get to the place where you are enough. Like I can tell myself I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. But when I pull up to that 10, I'm like, hi, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. Call me. And so we want to get to this place of social freedom where we can just flow from our inner state and not having to worry about shit tests or pulling or her friends or anything, because it's just a natural effect of flowing from a state of having fun. I know guys like, for example, like Tim, that don't even believe in the concept of state, something that goes hand in hand with being stifled, because it's completely irrelevant to your game. It's just a flowing. And especially when you're very in a childlike mood, because for me and for many other guys, I feel like game is very childlike. You're out and you're exploring and you're meeting people and you're having fun. And that's kind of how it should be, in my opinion. You never really have these problems with like shit tests and leading, because it's all in good fun. So you know she's being a part of it. So I feel like for me, what I've come to realize over these past few months is that the key to being permanently unstifled is by being okay with being stifled. Being okay with having, not knowing what to say or not being in the best mood or not being in state or not having the right opener or having the right logistics. Just being okay, being good enough, as Alex would say. That's kind of, I feel like, what he's trying to say. But at the same time, we still have that inner resistance where we want to get this flow out of us. And the reason I have this, like these little talks and then exercises, is so that once this is all done, we can kind of have a glimpse of what it's like to be able to allow yourself to let this river flow out of your body and into the inner world, so that you can find your rhythm, so that you can direct the energy of the social interaction, like the definition of game. And I don't want to tell you guys the exercises right now. I like to keep those a secret till we actually get to them. That's pretty much it. I feel like I'm missing a lot of shit, but I want to do like a Q&A session. If anybody has any questions, and maybe I have answers.
How do you feel about, say for example, like you use the example of you're always enough in whatever situation that you find yourself in your life, you know, you are enough. But how do you say you go out for a night of approaching night game, for example, or a day game, and how do you feel like your lifestyle and what you have going on in your life in general reflects on the game that you have? Because in my personal experience, like lately, I've known that I don't have my life together, and it kind of reflects on my game, because I don't try very hard. I kind of let the environment dictate like whatever my game should be. It's just more like I'm more going. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions?
like a question from one of the new guys. Like.
All right, everybody has to ask a question. How about that?
In field, how do you unstifle yourself?
Well,
Field.
when you're in the field, like right now, we're gonna do those exercises that you're gonna be unstifled, whether you like it or not. But when I'm in field, I do the whole 6-step process with Tyler. I'm like, okay, I'm unstifled. I'm stifled. First of all, I don't like to identify myself as stifled or stifled. I just am. And if I don't like the way where I am right now, then I can take some action to do that. Because motion creates emotion. So I'll look at something, I'll say hi, and then I'll come back and I'll start an interaction. But the thing is, I'm not in a point of my emotional level. I'm not at an emotional level in my game where I have to do 1,000 approaches in order for me to feel social. I can go do that one approach or that 2 approaches and just be like on that sweet spot. I don't think you guys understand that Tyler started from such a low bottom, an emotional, like traumatized person. So he has to do all that just to swing himself back up to a place where he can get girls. Some of you guys have to do that, but just keep in mind that some of you guys don't have to. There's guys like Jeffy where they call him a sniper approacher because he only has to approach maybe 3 or 4 girls a night and he's good. Whereas guys like Tyler and Julian, they have to approach 50 girls a night in order to get the same results. This is a lot deeper than just a skill. There's also an emotional underlying part of this. And if you are stifled and you're not okay with it, do the 6 steps. You know, go talk to people, approach everybody, whatever the 6 steps are.
Yeah.
Can I say something about?
Go for it, dude.
Yeah, about being unstifled in the field. For me, there are 2 ways. First one is just maybe change a lot to be like motherfucking naturally present in the moment shit. So you won't think of something else when you're approaching or when you're in the street. Like when you're by yourself, you're thinking about what happened, what could happen. You're rewinding what happened in the day, what happened yesterday, what's gonna happen. Oh, I'm gonna approach this one. Look at her, she's so nice. I'm gonna fuck up. It's not the best opener. I'm gonna look this. I'm gonna look dumb. People are gonna judge me. You're in your head. So when you meditate a lot, you're not in your head anymore. And people link this through being in stage. I say fuck stage, like as Julian says. Like I had the wink back home. We had this inner game quick fix. Like when we go out to the game, it's like we say there is no fucking stage. It's just this simple. Like a lot of our problems in game, as Alex says in his product, Reason We're Not Enough, he has a really nice product on inner game. You guys should know. He says that a lot of our problems concerning game comes from our game, like from the content we watched, from all the rules we are set by. Like you gotta do this, you gotta approach from this side, you gotta say this, you gotta keep distance, you gotta have this body language. Like we stifle ourselves with the rules we made ourselves. Like we're into the game to like fuck society's rules, our rules. But our rules are fucking us in return. So a lot of our problems comes from our game. Like where do we even know that we are in stage? Like, oh no, I'm out of stage. How do you know that's you out of stage? Maybe you're in stage and you watch Julian fucking video says if you're down, you're out of stage, and then you, oh no, I'm down, it means that I'm on stage. Like they're not gods. I mean, what works for you is not what works for Julian, it's not what works for this guy, it's not what works for me. You see, everybody's different. Like we shouldn't be so concerned about rules. Like I gotta be in stage, and to be in stage, I have to do this, I have to be like this, I have to approach, I have to kill the thinking mind, I have to do this, I have to do this. We stifle ourselves by our hands. Like you just go out like there is no fucking stage. I mean, like I told you back home, I saw guys die by approaching. Like they approached girls and they killed them. I mean, here, who's gonna give a fuck? Like you're gonna approach a girl, she's not gonna pull out a gun and shoot you for approaching her. Like, you go approach, you gonna reject it. It's good. You learn something. Like, who gives a fuck? I'm being stifled. Like, hey, I'm really sorry to do this, but I'm feeling stifled, and I saw you all bored and stuff, and I thought that maybe I could amuse myself or something. Like, open by you being stifled, by you being out of state. Like, oh my god, I'm feeling bad, and I just came here like a leech to take your energy. Give me your roofie fucking dust right now. Do it, human, like some Julian shit. This is a quick fix. Like, why am I being stifled? Because I'm following rules I didn't make. Like, the game is absolute shit, but don't stifle yourself by something. It's not like you didn't reach a certain level to be at the level of those guys. Like you are enough, but let's face it, those guys have been in the game for years and doing it day in and day out. We haven't been in games for as much as they were. We don't do it day in and day out. I mean, some of us may do, but I mean, we have jobs, we have college, we have family, we have a lot of things to do. I mean, that's their livelihood. They have to approach to get food on the table. Like, it's their fucking job. Don't compare yourself to them. Like, how can I be in stage as Julian, as Tyler? Look at Tyler, he's so in the moment, he's so present. Dude, that's his fucking job. He's gotta stay in the moment. He gotta approach. He gotta bring all those influence on the table. Just to get his views, to fill his hot seat book, to get money. That's his job. If you were an RSD instructor, you would do the same. You'd be so fucking good at game because it's your job. Like, you gotta do it. So what stifles us, we want to follow the same steps they do. Like, we want to be like them. We want to like copy the exact same game, exact same.
Thanks.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I have my own game. My game is not like your game, it's not like this guy's game, it's not like this guy's.
Yeah.
There's no the same game, never the same game.
Yeah, well said, man.
That was really good, dude.
Thank you.
Wow.
Let's do one of the exercises.
Everybody's got to ask a question.
Okay.
Can we ask a question after?
No.
Yeah, I'm like envious of people who don't need state. Like right now, if I go out right now, I'm gonna be like teeing up things to say. Like what's.
But there's this whole thing, like, people that, like, state is a concept that you've made in your mind, that you value. Like he just said, you're making these rules for yourself and you're judging them. What if being out of state is better game?
Logically, it makes sense. Everything you're telling is making sense. But anxiety is not a choice, right? Like being in your head is not a choice. Like it is
But
where you are.
Anxiety's okay.
Yeah, there's a thing about anxiety. Like when you see a hot woman, like you get stifled, you get the butterflies and shit. I can't approach this one. Like see it from a distance. Like if I go approach this woman, she's so fucking nice, and it went good. Like I open, she's receptive. She's giving me all the positive energy. I took her number, I took her on dates. We fucked, she's my girlfriend now. Like, picture all this and see if it's worth not approaching or approaching. Like, should I miss this opportunity or not?
Yeah, I think it was what he's trying to say is that like there's more worth, there's more value in actually doing the approach and not worrying about your anxiety, because I think anxiety is like something that we all share.
Yeah.
You know, you like
natural.
yeah.
If you don't feel anxiety, you're probably
A little bit of a psychopath or
Yeah.
something like that. You've been in jail for a very long time.
It's conventional anxiety, so it's like mainstream people feel. If you can overcome that, then you're way ahead than most people.
Yeah, like Max said in one of his videos, like, 1 is always greater than 0. Like, do one fucking approach.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I saw a hot woman, I didn't approach, I would fucking kill myself over it all night. I can't live with myself. When I go back home, I can't live with myself. Like, you schmuck, you fucking pussy, you didn't approach her. Like, you could have said hi, you could have taken the rejection. Dude, you can talk to your fucking glass for 4 minutes like plow on a fucking glass. Just stop the woman and fucking plow. She's gonna walk away. It's cool. You did something, you tried. You won't kill yourself over it when you go home. Like, just go do it.
I can relate to that in a bit of a sense because like instead of like actually taking the action and like approaching her or something like that, it's just like you're just waiting for something to happen to you, or you're just like you're not in control of the environment around you, or you're just like letting things happen to you. So part of this is like making things happen for you instead of like against you, regardless of like how much anxiety that you feel. So.
Someone. We'll get there.
Okay. Go for it.
Brad, you got a question?
Speak up.
It's kind of off topic, I guess. Speak up! It's kind of off topic, I guess.
Yeah.
But is it better to go in just kind of free flowing and being congruent to your current state, or do y'all generally go in with kind of a framework, knowing this kind of needs to happen in the interaction to go a certain place?
From my experience, I don't wanna I think it's better to develop a confidence where you go in not thinking anything, like not knowing what to say, but just have this trust in your faculties, as they call it, that when the moment comes, you will accomplish what needs to happen, you know? And is that not like confidence, like self-esteem, like self-trust, or whatever the fuck it's called?
Are you talking about approaching?
I'm talking about like the conversation and
Dude,
knowing when to escalate, knowing when to go to the pool,
that's
whatever.
that's some mystery midget shit. Yeah, like A1, A2, S1.
It's kind of what I'm saying. That's not the same thing. What he's asking is, do you have an idea of what you want to happen in the interaction before you go in? Yeah. So do you know that, all right, I'm not going to have like, and I actually do, I don't think about every single thing I'll say, but I do know I don't want a conversation that's going to nowhere, because I've had way too many fucking conversations to nowhere. I know I want to get this, my goal is I want this girl to know I have a dick, and at some point I want to like pull her out of my house. Because, man, I've had a lot of like platonic conversations with girls. And I leave feeling bitter, like why the fuck did I just waste 30 minutes of my life, having a girly conversation with a girl.
You gotta have that man for women.
Exactly, you have to have that idea of, all right, I want to like do this.
So be bold, bro.
So not necessarily like know word for word exactly what you're gonna say, but have like a structure of, all right, this is what I would like to see happen in this interaction.
Yeah.
What does that look like for you? So for me, it usually looked like there was a time whenever we would go out and it'd be like, this is what I want to work on. I want to work on like moving girls around. And so I'll go into my interactions and I would know, all right, I've spoken for like 30 seconds. I want to pull this girl to the next place. All right, come over, let's go grab some water. Come here, let's go do this. And I just get used to like moving girls around bars. Sometimes it'd be like I wanna learn to be physical. So really really weird stuff. Whenever I first started, I'll like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? All right, that was random, but yeah. And then eventually it was like, hey, what's up? Her hands behind my, so that's kind of how it looks like. So you pick something to focus on initially, and kind of drill it. Right.
Yeah, what I wanted to say earlier is that mystery midget stuff, like the robotic game, I should say this, and when she laughs, I should touch her on the shoulder, like step by step. Dude, you're gonna get so stifled when something doesn't work out. Like, she has to laugh so I can touch her shoulder. You told a lame ass joke, she didn't laugh. You don't touch her on the shoulder now? It's like, oh, she didn't laugh, I gotta touch her now. No, because if you put a plan, like steps to your game, you're gonna be in your head thinking, what's next? What should I do next? Should I touch her now? Should I say this? Should I inject this? Should I do this? No. Like, be free flowing. Like, try trust your game. Trust that you're good enough. Like if you stayed in the set long enough, you're gonna fuck. Like as Max calls it FFF, like the fuck fate brain. Like sex is gonna happen sometime, at some point. Like dude, you know fucking game. How many motherfuckers know game?
No one.
Know shit.
No one.
Dude, like you're looking at your eyes like, look at me, bitch, I'm the captain now. We're gonna fuck at some point. Like I just wanna have fun now. Like Julian did. He could pull a girl in 5 minutes and he just chooses to stay there in game. Like she's pulling him like let's go. No, stay. No, stay. Let's go behind the bush. No, stay. That's basically Julian's game. Like he can pull, but he gets so much fun from playing with the girl than he does pulling her. Like that's the mentality you should have. Like you're going out not as have a goal, like an outcome. I have to pull. Like, dude, RSD coaches doesn't pull every time they go out. They pull twice a week, 3 times a week. Some of them 5 times a week. The next week they will pull once. It's the ups and downs. Like the sole goal for going out is just having fun and gaming and trying new shit and coming back home with a story to tell. That's basically what you should put in mind. Like, should I approach her from this side? You know?
There is technical game, but like, you know, as a beginner, I think it's really important for you to like learn calibration, learn, you know, just learn some technical stuff before you.
Cool. Nick, question.
I don't have a question, but I think a lot, like I can see a pattern that a lot of the stifledness is like coming from being too caught up in a lot of the jargon that we use and a lot of the terms, like how it was said that he's envious of how other people need state. But the reason why we have those terms and that jargon is anchors for us to use as a reference. We shouldn't be like focused on that, like saying, oh, we need that state or else we're not going to pull. They're not supposed to be taken as like literal word. They're supposed to be like an anchor, you know? I think that's what a lot of the stifling is coming from, that we get like too caught up in specifics.
It's good. Questions?
Okay, it's not a question, but have you ever heard the term of fuck your feelings? Have you ever done that?
I see it all the time.
Okay, basically, whenever you feel that anxiety, use it. I've used it all the time. I fucking have anxiety all the fucking time. And whenever I approach a girl that's giving me that fucking anxiety, I use it as an opener. Meaning, I go up to her and say, hey, can you please touch my... Can you please touch my neck real quick? She says, why? I said, just touch it. I want to see my heart rate is faster than yours. Next thing you know, she touches. She's like, yeah, wow, your heart rate is going crazy. I'm like, can I touch yours now? She's like, okay. It's like, yeah, it is crazy. Oh my God. But anyways, what's your name? Basically, whatever the fuck state you're in, use it. Stop concentrating on all this fucking theory, everything that goes on in the fucking videos. You're just like he said. I don't know your name, by the way, bro. What's your name? Okay, just like he said. I can't pronounce it. Basically, just like he said, fuck what you're feeling, man. Fuck the anxiety, fuck all this bullshit. You're gonna die one day. And all this shit that's going through your motherfucking head, it's bullshit, man. It's all this shit that's just going through your head. But as soon as you're Max, RZ Max, everybody knows Max? RZ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said something that caught my attention. He said, move your legs faster than what your mind can think. So as soon as you see the girl, as soon as you see any girl, she's very attractive. As soon as you see her, fucking move. Why? Because then your motherfucking thoughts start going in your fucking head and telling you to stop. Don't go, stop it, she's gonna reject you. You know, even if she does reject you, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? If she says, no, thank you, she walks away. Hey, be there till they hate you or they love you. Either one. And that's basically it.
Someone see the natural.
Picture your perfect chest. Like, where does anxiety come from?
No.
Like, you see a hot girl and you label her so fast. Like, oh shit, she's a 9. Oh shit, she's an 8. Oh shit, she's a 10. You labor her so fast. Like, do one little exercise I used to do. Picture the perfect 10 in your head. Your perfect 10, like a model, an actress, anything. Like, the perfect 10 in your head. And look at the other girl. Like, you said she's a 9. Compare her to your perfect 10. Like, do they look the same? Fuck no, they don't. So, immediately, her ranking drops. Like, she becomes a 6, 7. Immediately. And just, like, criticize her dress. Like, oh yeah, she looks good, but slouched back. If she could have a little more good posture, that should be nice. If she wore some heels, if she had the red hair, that would look fucking sexy. Like, kill the sexiness, like, you see her. She's not as good as my perfect 10. Why should I give her so much attention? Just go approach. You can do it as an opener. Like, I saw you from over there, I'm so caught up in my Instagram pages about fashion and stuff, and I would love to criticize your fashion sense. Something like this. You just start from there. Just free associate. Throw the thing you want.
You know, like,
Dude, this is amazing. I was gonna do exercise after this, but it's like, fuck, you guys don't need them. What is this?
what exercise?
So,
Hug?
good circle circ right there. You turn yourself on, girl will get turned on as well. I'm just saying, it could work. State transfer, man.
It's like everybody been watching videos here forever.
So, we're gonna transfer to exercises, okay? First exercise we're gonna do, we're just gonna do like a quick 5-minute meditation. So you can get aware of our body and kind of figure out where we are. After that, we're gonna do 20 push-ups, because you gotta let that shit out. You gotta learn how to make emotion into emotion. And then you're gonna talk to a wall for 5 minutes, just so that you can let this fucking flow out of you. That's what we're gonna do.
Can I add one more at the end of that? I'll let it be a surprise, but we can do the meditation for 5 minutes.
All right.